Okay, so we are going to start, babies, then. Today, we are going to review vocabulary about phrasal verbs, which is on page 28. Page 28. That corresponds to the unit number 3. And we have a reading there that is called Mobile Manners. Yeah, okay. I'm going to share, right? I mean, the screen in order to see, the exercise. Okay, wait a minute. Ahí está convirtiendo la grabación. Okay, preliminary goals, preliminary, active tech. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's there. So we are opening this. Okay, here we are. This is where you can see the exercise. I think it's better for the students who are not present today. Yeah, okay, so we start. Yeah, so this is unit number 3. Yep, so this is yeah, here we are. Yeah, okay, so as you can see, you can also see because you have the book, and this is the example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus my attention on this example. All right, yeah, here we are, you see. So this is a clear way, to see what we have to do. Well, the activity here first is to complete, the questions with the bold phrasal verbs in the article. Well, you that are with me today in this class, you can see in this article, you see what I am doing. I am showing the article, mobile manners. We have some phrasal verbs in bold. For example, the first one. Do you see this one? I'm showing you this one. Hang up. Do you see? Hang up. Yeah. Well, what I want you to do, the people that are present, is there are others, phrasal verbs apart from hang up. Call back and see call back too. But you can find others. Okay? Well, in this reading, first of all, I want you to identify the number of phrasal verbs that you can see. Can you do it, please, here in this text? And you can tell me, because I have the book. I have the book with me, so it's easier for me to identify them here in the book. Okay, so there is a paragraph that is called "Think of Others." Think of others. Did you find it? Did you find it? Yeah, good. In that paragraph, you can find the first phrasal verb that it says here, never ring up a friend in public and have a huge argument or use bad language or talk about money. Okay? Yeah, so the phrasal verb here is in context, so it's easy to identify the meaning. So I would like you to tell me what you understand, by the meaning of this phrasal verb. Can you tell me with your own words what you understand by this ring up? It says never ring up a friend in public. What is the meaning in English? Can you explain with your own words? Ring up. Any of you? Yes? I am all ears.
To call somebody?
Yeah, to call somebody. Okay, to call somebody. Yes, I think you're right. To ring up. Yes, to ring up is to call as a synonym to call somebody, right? Okay, good. Because here the idea is that never ring up a friend in public. Yes, okay. If you continue with the next paragraph, please, that's called location, comma, location. In this paragraph, in the second one that starts with don't use your phone in quiet zones. In that paragraph, and in the first one too, right? Location, location, the first one and the second one. You have 1, 2, 3. 3 phrasal verbs. Which is the first one that you can identify here?
Switch off.
Yeah, good. Switch off. And what is the idea when you say, for example, switch off your phone when you're going into meetings? Switch off your phone. This is the phone, right? So the idea is switch. Now, for example, say it's on because you see, yeah. But if I say, no, I don't want to talk to anybody, switch it off. So what is the idea? Now it's in black, so this is not connected. So what is that? Switch off your phone when you're going into.
Turn off.
Yeah, okay. To switch off means to turn off. That's the synonym. Turn off with double F. Good. So turn off your phone when you are going into meetings, cinemas, banks, what else? Conferences, exams, etc. Okay. Next, if you continue with this reading, location, location, this paragraph, you can find two more phrasal verbs. We can find, which one? Which one can you find?
Hang up.
Yeah, hang up. Okay. It says, for example, when the signal is bad, explain to the caller that there is a problem and hang up. Yeah. When you have a problem, you cannot, for example, the cell phone is not working, right? So what do we usually do? If I am calling someone and then I continue talking alone, nobody is answering me, nobody is talking to me. So what is the idea of that? We say, hang up, please, because there is a problem. Hang up. Hang up, there is a problem. So what is the meaning? And I'm going to hang up because I cannot listen to you. So
To
what is
end the
the,
call?
sorry?
To end the call?
Yeah, okay. To end, yeah, to end the telephone conversation, yes. Or to end the call, good, that's the idea. Okay. Then we continue with the paragraph and says, call the other person back as soon as you can. Yeah. So for example, when you have the internet is working well now. So what you can do is you can call the other person or your friend back, right? And then you continue with the conversation. So what is the idea of call back? Call back, call back. What is the meaning in English, not Spanish, right? In English. Call me back, please, as soon as you can. I need to talk to you. Call me back. So what is that? Gabriela, what's the idea? What is the idea of this?
Like call the person like again?
Yes, that's it. Or in other words, you can also say to call back means to return, right? To return a phone call. Good, but you are right because you explained and this is correct. Okay. And then if you continue with this reading, maybe you have, more there is another phrasal verb in the paragraph that is called remember me. Remember me. It has two more phrasal verbs, one on the first paragraph and the other on the second. The first one it says, don't turn your phone on unless you're waiting for an important call. Yeah, because at the beginning, there is a situation that says, if you are in a meeting or with friends, don't turn on or don't turn your phone on unless you're waiting for an important call that you must take. Yeah, okay. What is that? Don't turn it on. In what cases you don't turn your phone on? In what places you can, for example, you can say that it's not correct to turn your phone on, to use this cell phone, to turn it on, and then, hey, hello. No, in what situations you don't turn the cell phone on? What is the idea?
At a meeting?
Yes, at a meeting. Okay, only at a meeting?
No.
No.
In class?
In class, okay. In what other situations?
When you are with your friends?
When you are with your friends, correct? if you are, for example, imagine that you are in an exam. This is another situation. You cannot turn your cell phone on, right? When you are in an exam, when you are in an important, for example, if you're in a video conference, you have to turn it off, not to turn it on, right? So, I mean, I think it's very important, right? That, I mean, situation. Okay, so the idea of turn on, you can also use a synonym, babies, if you want to explain turn on. What is the synonym of turn on in English? Synonym. Imagine that, oh, I say this afternoon, no, not in the afternoon, maybe at night, tonight, I'm thinking of calling my friends, and maybe we can have, let's say, a conversation using, let's say, Zoom platform, and let's say, to have a special kind of, let's say, maybe environment. I'm going to decide to turn on the radio, and I'm going to put some music, good music. I'm going to turn on the radio equipment, and I'm going to put good music. So here we say turn on. Yeah, what is that, the meaning? What is the synonym that people use another instead of turn on? You told me at the beginning the opposite.
Switch on.
Yes, that's it. Switch on. Switch on, synonym turn on. Switch off, synonym turn off, right? What things do you usually turn on? What do you use when you use the phrasal verb? What do you turn on? Can you give me examples? For example, the first one, turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. It's dark. I cannot see anything here. Please turn on the lights. One. Javiera, I want to have soup. Your soup is cold. It's very cold. I cannot have the soup. Please go to the, where? Go to the kitchen
and silencio.
And what happened to the electric microwave? Turn. Do you know the electric microwave? Microwave. So go to the kitchen and turn on. You turn on the microwave, the electric microwave, and put the soup in, right, for 2 minutes, right? And the soup can be then, good. Can be, hot enough to drink it, to have it. Good. What other things do you usually turn on? You turn on the light. You turn on for example, the microwave. What other machines do you turn on to start functioning, to start working?
TV.
Yeah, the TV. Good. Turn on the TV. I want to see something different today. I am really, really, really tired. Or I am, fed up with this kind of things that are happening in the world. I want to see something different. Please turn on the TV and look for something different. Turn on the TV. Okay. What other things? Hey, for example, if I say, Gabriela, you just went to the supermarket. Now you're back. Oh, okay, you're back. So your shoes, take your shoes off, put them out, and your clothes also. So what are you going to do with the clothes? Where are you going to put the clothes? What are you going to do with the clothes? Gabriela.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Hi, Gabriela, come on, baby. Gabriela.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question, please?
We are using turn on, and I say, give me examples, where you use the phrasal verb turn on. Yeah, we have used turn on the lights, turn on the computer. Well, the computer, yeah. Turn on the computer, the first thing, turn on the radio equipment. Your partner said, turn on the TV. What other things you can use with turn on? Turn on some, for example, machines, like turn on for example, the microwave oven, the electric one.
The computer.
The computer. The TV, yes, they told me. What other things?
I don't know.
The heater, when you have a heater, for example, when winter time arrives, we usually turn on a heater, you know, to heat this the house, the living room, the dining room, the bedroom, etc. Right? So we usually use turn on a lot. The same as switch on. Switch on the radio equipment, please. I want to listen to something. Switch on, switch on. You see? Okay. So as you see, we use it all the time. Go to the other one, carry on, that says, I don't, look at that paragraph that says, remember me, and don't carry on mobile phone calls while you are being served in banks. Don't carry on mobiles. Don't carry on these kind of things. Don't carry on. So, or don't carry on with a call when you call someone. What is the idea of that? Carry on. Don't carry on with this.
To continue? Or
Yeah,
something
to
like
continue. Good. To continue doing something. Don't carry on, right? I mean, don't continue on mobile phone calls while you are being served in banks because this is dangerous. Okay. Well, with this information now we know the meanings. We have an idea about the meanings of these, you know, I mean, phrasal verbs that we are using all the time. We're going to put them here. This is the vocabulary, and we're going to put in these spaces. Okay, what is the first one? You miss a friend's call. Do you call them or wait for them to what? To. What are you going to put there? To.
Call you back.
Okay, to call you back. Yeah. Then at the end of these exercises, we're going to check, and the students can see, right, the correct, you know, phrasal verbs. Good. Number 2. Do you often people while you are in a public place, and where? Do you often? Can you imagine what phrasal verb can use? Do you often? Do you often? Do you often? Okay. Hello. Do you often? What is the idea?
ring people up?
Yes, correct. Good. Do you often ring people up while you're in a public place? Fantastic. Number 3, it says 3. Do you space your mobile space as soon as you wake up? Yeah. Do you?
Turn on.
Yeah.
Turn your mobile on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Do you? Okay. Do you turn your mobile on as soon as you wake up? Good. That's correct. Number 4. Do you your mobile phone before your lesson starts or before your class starts? Do you? Do you? Now, it's not, I'm calling and oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have a class now. Sorry. What is that? Do you?
Turn up?
Sorry.
Yeah, good. Do you? Yes. Do you? This is number 4. Do you turn off? Yeah. Do you turn your mobile phone off? Yeah. Or do you? Synonym. Do you switch? Also, switch your mobile phone off before your lesson starts. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. You're speaking to a friend when your mobile phone rings. Do you? Space, you have to complete with the correct phrasal verb there. Talking to your friend or answer the phone. Why? Why not? Okay, that's number 5. Do you? You're speaking to a friend, and then this starts, you know, ringing. And do you? Hey,
Carry on.
Yeah. Okay. Do you carry on talking? Yeah. Good. Do you carry on talking? Good. Carry on talking to your friend or answer the phone. Good. Number 6. You're talking on your phone in a shop queue. Do you remember queue? Right? Do you space and put the phone away when you get to the front? Okay. You're talking on the phone in a shop queue. Do you? Do you what? What are you going to put here? Do you, for example, do you end the conversation and put the phone away when you get to the front? That's the idea?
Hang up.
Yeah, good. Hang up. Yes. Do you hang up and put the phone away when you get to the front? Okay. Now we are going to see, right, especially for the people that are going to see this video, if the answers that you gave are correct. I know that they are correct, but it's better for them if they didn't understand us. We can show the answers. Okay, so you see the answers are there. Can you see them, Seven? Can you see them, babies? Yes, okay, good. So number 1 is there. You see, call you back. 2, ring people up. 3, do you turn your mobile on? And 4, do you switch your mobile phone off? And then in number 5, as you can see, it says, do you carry on? Yeah, talking. And then number 6, you're talking on your phone in a shop queue. Do you hang up and put your phone away? Okay, good. Now we can continue there. Here you have to be very attentive to the next, situation. Yeah, in the next situation here, you see what we have to do is in number 6, we are going to work in pairs and take turns to ask and answer questions in activity 5. This is the activity 5. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to ask you. So it was very interesting with the other group because they gave good examples here. Pay attention to this. For example, if I ask Gabriela, be attentive, Gabriela.
Yes.
Imagine the situation. In your case, you miss a friend's call.
Okay.
Do you call them or wait for them to call you back? What do you do? Do you call them or wait for them to call you back?
wait. I wait for them to call me back because I don't like talking in the phone. I don't like phone calls, so
Yeah.
I wait for them to call me.
Yeah, okay. To call me back. To call me
Yes.
back. Okay. Yeah. In that case, we have this answer, so you could listen to Gabriela. Javiera, what about your case? Would you do the same or do you call them back immediately?
I prefer them to call me back because I prefer talking by text.
You prefer texting.
Yes.
Why do you prefer texting? I think it's faster. Call someone back or not?
I prefer texting because I don't get too nervous when I'm texting.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. And let's go to the question number 2 that says, this is the other question for you. Do you often ring people up when you are in a public place? For example, first of all, tell me, what are public places for you? Give me examples first of public places. Can you name some public places where most people go?
A supermarket.
Yeah, supermarket. What else? There are many thousands of public places. Supermarkets, one. Another one.
The bank.
Yeah, the bank. Okay, what else?
The street.
The street. Okay, good. What other public places?
The cinema.
The cinema. How do you call the place where cinemas are today? This is also a public place.
Entertainment center, something like that.
Yeah, okay. Entertainment centers, malls, also malls.
Se llaman así.
Yeah, malls, right? What else? Public places where people sometimes go to relax, to read. They lie on the grass. There are trees.
A park.
A park, yeah. They go to the park. What about the botanic garden?
Oh.
Is it a public place or no?
Yes.
Or private? I don't remember. If it is
it's public.
public, yeah. It's public. So the Botanic Garden which is in Viña del Mar, right? Okay, as you can see, there are many, many public places. So, do you often ring people up when you are in a public place? Feel free to answer, any of you, any of the people that are in this class.
Mm, there is too much noise
Yeah,
in the voices, so it's difficult to ring up somebody and understand what they're saying.
yeah, okay. It's a good answer, right? I agree with her. I think she's right. Because most of the time, that's why people start speaking very loudly. You see? When they are in public places, maybe it's because of that. That is the reason, because there are too much noise. Yes. Okay, good. Do you turn your mobile on as soon as you wake up? So you are sleeping and then you wake up, maybe. And then you pick up the phone and you know, I mean, turn it on. Do you turn it on? Do you turn your mobile on as soon as you wake up or not? Come on.
Yes.
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 Oh my God. Why do you do that? So early in the morning. Why? Tell me, feel free to speak. Any of you, any. Why do you turn your mobile phone on as soon as you wake up?
I like
Because
to use
that's the only.
it.
Ay, perdón.
Sorry,
Tú.
sorry. Sorry.
I like to
Sorry.
use it laying down. I actually do not use it during the day, only when I wake up and then when I go to sleep. So just 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
Okay, Jadiera, thank you.
Ahora sí. Uh,
In your case,
because it's the only way for me to not going back to sleep when I wake up.
Okay, so that's why you turn it on
Yes.
as soon as you wake up. Oh,
Yes, because I try to not to go back to sleep.
Yeah. And where do you put it? Do you put it on your night table?
I don't have a night table. It's like a.
Yeah, but it's similar. Maybe it's like a table. So you put it there. So
Yes.
it's near your bed. It's near your bed.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, very bad, Javierita, very bad. You know, this is the expert scientists say that this is very bad when we put the cell phone near us, because they say that this affects our, nervous system and also our brain, our neurons in then maybe not now, but maybe in the future. I hope not. I hope not, because I always put it, on my night table, right? But I never, turn it on as soon as I wake up. No, I don't, turn it on. I just turn it on when I'm about to leave the house. Not before, not before. Okay, let's see. The other one is for you. Do you switch your mobile phone off before your lesson or before your class starts or before your class begins? Do you switch your mobile phone off or not? Before your lesson starts or before your class starts?
No,
No? Why not? No, why not?
because when I am in class, I use my cell phone to tell to you.
Let's see. So you use it, in other words, you use your cell phone to learn English too, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, and to look for information sometimes. For example, when you don't know a word, when you don't know the meaning of a word, do you sometimes look for the meaning in the cell phone or not? I mean, of course, you use internet and then you look for a good dictionary and you find the information you're
Yes.
looking for. Okay, good.
Sometimes in my cell phone, and also I have a dictionary.
You have a dictionary in your cell phone. That's good. That's very good. Yes, very good. When you have a cell phone, a dictionary, it's very important to have a dictionary, because when you don't know a word, the first thing, as a piece of advice, the first thing you have to do is to check the word immediately, because afterwards you can forget it. So It's a good idea to do it immediately. Okay, let's see. So we have different answers here. And number 5 says to you, when you're speaking to a friend, when you're speaking to a friend, number 5, and when your mobile rings, yeah. So we are having this situation. You're speaking, to a friend, and then your mobile phone rings. Do you carry on talking to your friend or answer the phone? What do? Do you carry on with your friend that you're speaking to, or do you prefer to answer, the phone? What do you do in that situation? I usually carry on talking to my friend. I prefer to call someone back after, but I prefer continue talking to my friend because I don't have time to talk to my friend. I think my friend is important, so I need talking to him. It's my friend. You know what a friend is. So what about you, babies? What do you do? What do you do?
It depends on who's calling.
Yeah, but it's just a friend. A friend. Talking to your friend.
I think I excuse myself and answer just to know if it's important, like an emergency or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I just excuse myself, and if it's not important, I hang up and continue to talk. I don't know.
Yeah, and continue not to talk. Continue talking. The verb
Talking.
continue uses ing. I continue talking. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's a good answer too. Okay, so these are the the questions. Well, the next activity that we are going to check here, because this is also everything is important for us. Well, this is what I did. Let's go to the other. Yeah, this is the other one. Number 7. It says in the book, speaking and 7. Now, this is important, babies. I am trying to preparing you for the speaking test in the future, not yet. In the future. It says work in groups and discuss the questions, or you can work in pairs. You can ask, the partner that is there, and then we can answer. The question is very important. It says, do we need to be told how to behave in social situations? First of all, I think we have to know what social situations are, or what you understand by social situations. Can you give me examples first of social situations for you? What are can you give some examples of social situations? For example, for me, a social situation is, let's see, for example, going to a painting exhibition, for example, at the American Institute in Valparaiso. This is a social situation because there are many people that go to this event, and we meet people, and we see also people that we haven't seen before. And there is always a cocktail, kind of cocktail party where we can share with the people, with the artists, and with our colleagues sometimes. So it's a social situation. What other social situations you can name?
Party.
What?
A party.
A party, yes, of course. Yeah, that's another social situation, a party. Yeah. For example, the typical, let's say it could be, well, we have different parties, right? Different kinds of parties. Like a farewell. Do you know farewell? Farewell party?
No.
No, farewell is FAREWELL, farewell, farewell party. That means this is a party when you say goodbye to someone who is moving, for example, to a different company, or he is leaving the place for different reasons, or who is going to study abroad. That's a farewell party. To say goodbye and maybe to stay with the person in order to maybe to tell him or her what he or she maybe can do in, for example, if he goes to the States, in the United States, etc. That's a farewell party. It's like in Spanish we corresponds to say, es una fiesta de despedida. Cualquier tipo de despedida. That's a farewell party. Okay? Well, we have anniversaries when your mother and your father, for example, are being together for more than 20 years. That's, we have, this kind of party too. And we have wedding when someone decides to marry. That's another social situation. This is a wedding, celebration or a wedding party. And we have, for example, when you graduated from your school, we always have a graduation party. So this is another social situation where you can see people, your partners, and some of, well, some you see parents from your classmates from school. And this is also a good social situation. Sometimes, well, we have, as you can see, when people celebrate an anniversary, for example, of the company is now 20 years. They always, have, for example, let's say a dinner party where all the people go and they have a good dinner, and then they have a show, they have a party, people dance, people eat, people talk. Well, so these are some social, situations that we can attend. Do you have other examples? I have mentioned some, but maybe you can have others. Do you have others or not? Other social situations? No? No, babies? Your birthday party is another social situation. If you decide, hey, come on, I want to have fun this year. Why don't we go to, I don't know, maybe to a place and celebrate my birthday? And you can invite, your friends and your partners from the university. That is another social situation. Okay? Sometimes when a baby is born, people also celebrate and they have another social situation too. Okay, so let's see. Question for you, according to these social situations. Do we need to be told how to behave in social situations? Do we need that? For example, no? But Javiera, I'm going to tell you that once, some years ago, I was invited to attend a formal party at the American Embassy in Santiago, right? And I didn't know, for example, what to do, because it was the first invitation in my life to go to a social situation like this, where I knew that the ambassador, was going to be there, and other authorities, etc. So, and I asked my colleagues, what do I have to dress? Formal, informal, casual? Let's say formal. And then when I received the invitation said, formal clothes, and be on time, and arrive at, for example, I don't remember the name of the station. And then, some people dressed in black suits are going to take you to the American Embassy in a special car that is going to be this color, and maybe the license plate is this. Well, I have to ask about how do I have to behave in a situation like this, because I cannot say, oh, hello, how are you? I have to use formal language, very formal language. And I didn't know if someone is going to take me to the table and where I had to sit, right? So I didn't know how to behave. So I had to ask people that had, lived that situation before, and they told me. And they gave me the pieces of advice to attend this social situation that was the first in my life, to attend a dinner, party in the American embassy in Santiago. So it was important. Yeah. Now, Javiera, do we need to be told how to behave in social situations? What would be your answer?
What is behave?
To behave is how to manage, a situation like this. Comportarse.
Mm.
How to behave.
Um,
How to behave in social
I
situations.
think that we can have some advices
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
behave correctly.
Yes. Okay, Javiera, the only thing is that I'm going to correct you is in English, the word advice cannot be used advices. We say some advice,
Ah,
not advices, some advice. If you want to make it plural, in that case, we say pieces of advice, but not advices. Some advice
oh.
or pieces of advice. Okay, so that what you, would do in that case. So in that case, we need to be told how to behave. We need to ask for pieces of advice. Yeah. Depending on what? Depending on the,
The situation.
yeah, of course. Absolutely, Javiera. Absolutely. Depending on the situation, right? Okay. Because if you go, for example, to imagine that you go with your partners to, let's say, to a disco or to a restaurant, do you need to be told how to behave there in that social situation?
No.
No, because you know how to behave in those situations. You know that you cannot drink, for example, four, let's say, bottles of beer or 5 bottles of beer, because if you drink 5 bottles of beer, what is going to happen? You're going to get
Get
drunk.
drunk.
Exactly. Right? So you know this. So I think that we don't need to be told sometimes how to behave. It depends on the situation, right? It
Yes.
depends on the situation sometimes. Yes. Okay, okay. What about the rest of the people? Can you add something to this? Can you contribute to this discussion? The first one, do we need really to be told how to behave? What about Gabriela? Gabriela, that you have lived in other countries in the US, I guess. Gabriela?
Yes.
Yeah. So what would be your answer to this according to your
Uh,
experience of life, baby?
I agree with Javi. I think that it depends on the situation, and like we we have to behave sometimes, but not always. I mean, I feel like involves like common sense in some ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or sometimes what our parents have taught us, you see, about, for example, when our parents have taught us about values and these kind of things, well, they are usually telling us what to do in situations like this. When you are a baby, not a baby girl, but when you're a girl or a teenager, maybe a girl, parents are always telling us when they are invited to visit a friend's house, they say, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Do you remember? I remember my mom. Oh, she used to tell us all the time because we were five, right? So, and before leaving the house, my mom used to tell us, remember, don't, for example, don't touch anything that you can see is dangerous, please. Okay, you sit on the sofa and stay there. And when the for example, the host asks you to go to the dining room, you go. I remember always, all the time. Yeah, this is part of, maybe part of our mother's, teaching, right? Okay, yes, Gabriela, I agree with you. Yes, I think so. Let's see, Danai, what about you, Danai? In which situations do you think, number two, I'm going to go to number two now. In which situations do you think people need more information on how to behave politely? Politely, remember, politely, not rude, politely, and why? In which situations do you think people need more information on how to behave?
On a formal situation,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe a formal dinner,
Yeah.
how to use the, I forgot the word,
How
the
to?
fork and the knife.
Uh-huh.
¿Cómo se dice eso junto? El tener
What?
el cuchillo.
What?
Em,
What's it? What thing?
Como los servicios en inglés. Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
you.
So, yeah, the not the cutlery. Yeah, but use the, for example, the silverware, the silverware, silverware. Right. Yeah. For example, the fork, the spoons, the knife. What knife you use when you have fish, for example. Remember that some people have special knives when they serve fish, right? And some people don't know. Yeah. So, or what do you use first? Or when you, for example, when you set up, for instance, the table, you don't know where the, for example, the spoons go, or the knives, the forks. You see, that's something. It's difficult sometimes. I forget. Okay. Yeah, Danai. Can you tell me something about? Do you think that you need sometimes information on how to behave politely when you are, for example, using public transportation? Mhm.
Um, I don't think so. I mean, it's common sense, I think, but not all the
What is
people
common
have.
sense? What is common sense for you?
Um, to be empathetic with the
Yeah,
rest.
yeah, that's very good. I think that's very important to be empathetic, especially with people, with old people, right? Okay, what else? Sometimes this
Um,
is not common sense for some people. Yeah, but
yes,
it's correct. Yeah. What else? Apart from,
actually, public transportation has these signs where they tell you what to do. Like if you
exactly.
see
Yeah.
older people, you have to give them your seat. I think
Yes,
so.
exactly. That's very important. I mean, Danai, because when we are on a bus, for example, I think, or any kind of public transportation that can be the underground or what we call the metro or the subway, depending on the country where you are. For example, it's very important if you are on a bus, also on a train. I think it's very polite to let passengers exit. It's very important. Let passengers exit. I think it is very important too. As you say, give your seat up to those who really need the seat. For example, you say old people, pregnant women, right? Elderly, of course, disabled, also disabled, right? That's very important. Or mother with young children, right? Mothers, especially mothers with young children. I think it's very important. And I think it's important to keep doorways free in case of accidents. It's very polite to keep doorways free and clear, you see, free and clear, especially on trains and buses, etc. Okay, and sometimes, well, something that is very polite when you use public transportation. What about this? Can you do this or not?
No.
No, you can. You are not allowed to smoke when you are using any kind of public transportation. In some countries, you can get a fine, you have to pay una multa fine, right? Can you eat when you are on public transportation, using public transportation, on a bus, on a train?
Yes, but you should not do it.
You shouldn't eat. If you go to the States, in some buses have a sign and says no eating, no drinking, no smoking. So we know that because sometimes somebody can, get on the bus and check if passengers are eating, drinking, or smoking. So, and you can get a fine. So they're very strict with this, I mean, manners, right? Good manners. Okay, on the internet, what happens on the internet? Is there any behavior, or, I mean, can you think about any idea on how to behave politely when we are on the internet? Anyway, babies, remember the expression in English is always on the internet, never in internet. On. The same as when you are on holiday, on vacation, on the internet. But in the street, because you're in the street, in a restaurant. Okay, so what happens with the on internet? Is there any rules, good manners, or not? You know more because you were born with the computers, right? Can you tell me any information on how to behave politely when you are on the internet? Mm-hmm.
Respecting other people's opinions.
Yeah, okay. So you have to respect other people's opinions, right? Any other contribution to this part? The only man that we have in this group today, can you contribute to this one? What about when you are in the street? What is how to behave politely when you are in the street, baby? Can you give some examples? What do you mean to behave politely when you are in the street? Many people in the street going to one direction to the other direction, and then someone passes around me. And what is the let's say the way that we can behave politely when we are in the street? Mhm. A question: are we babies? Are we allowed to smoke when we are in the street or not? I don't remember. Are we allowed? Is it permitted to smoke when we are in the street or not? Because remember that there was a law that we couldn't smoke in places, in closed areas. But I don't remember if we are allowed to smoke when you are in the street. Can you, or you can't do it?
Yes, I
Yes.
Yes.
think
So
some parts in Santiago
huh?
you cannot do it.
Yeah. Okay. So we can do it. We can smoke. But if you are in a restaurant, can you? Is it a good behavior to smoke? Is it behaving politely when we are in a restaurant? Can we smoke?
No, but outside, yes.
Yeah. So inside the restaurant, we are not allowed to smoke. So maybe this is it's not a good way, it's not a good behavior when we are in the restaurant. Because if we smoke in, maybe the owner or the waiter or the waitress can, let's say, show up and say, please don't smoke in. If you want to smoke, you can go out. Yes. What about on holiday? This is something rare for me on holiday. When I go on holiday, I feel free. I feel I can do whatever I want or not. Or I cannot do whatever I want when I am on holiday. Then can I do whatever I want because I feel I want to forget about the world. I want to forget about my work, everything, my books, my notes, the computer, etc.
You never can do whatever you want.
Good.
There's
You
stuff.
never can do, very good. You never can do whatever you want, right? Yeah, okay, good. That's it. Very good. Interesting thing. Well, let's see. The last part of this book, of this lesson, right, is that you have to write in this moment. You can take 2 minutes, no more, 2 minutes to write from 5 to 8 rules. 5, this is in activity 8, not 5 to 8 rules telling people what good manners are, and then you present your ideas to the class. Yeah, remember, 5 from 5 to 8, from 5 to 8 rules telling people what good manners are. For example, what is a good manner? Good manner: don't ring up someone when you are in a class. Try to use phrasal verb. Try to use phrasal verbs. That's good. That would be very good for your, practice. Yeah. 2 minutes, 2 minutos, 2 minutes. I'm going to take the time, 2 minutes, 2 minutes to write from 5 to 8 rules telling people what good manners are, and then you present them here. I don't know where it is. 2 minutes. I want to have more water. Are you ready, Gabriela? Gabi?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Danai, do you need more time?
Yes.
Okay. The people that are at home, maybe in bed, think about this too and do it when you watch the video. It's a good exercise. For the people who are watching the video, we are having a kind of pause because we're giving time to students to do the activity number 8, which is going to be important to finish with this, unit 3, page 28 and 20 and 39, sorry. Okay, who's ready? All right. Okay, so we are going to start checking if you're ready, right? It's very cool here. See? Yeah. Ready? Now? Now. Yeah, okay. Danai, can you start, please?
Okay.
Yeah. Present your ideas to the rest of your partners.
Okay. I wrote.
I wrote.
Apologize when you make a mistake.
Good. Yes.
Take care of your trash in public places.
Okay.
Say hi to the people who are serving you at a restaurant or a store.
Yes, good.
Be polite in general.
Yes.
And look after elderly and disabled people if there is I didn't knew how to say it, but
If there is a what, an accident?
yes, an accident or a catastrophe or
Oh,
something.
catastrophe, yeah. Mhm.
And I didn't wrote more.
No, but very good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's give now the opportunity to Gabriela. Present, Gabriela, your ideas to your partners, please.
Okay, so I put um don't fight in public.
Good.
Yeah, I also put like help older people when they need something.
Yes.
I put be kind to people.
All right.
And what did I write? Don't sip in public.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't write more.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations, too. You did it good. All right. Very good. Javiera. Javiera Cornejo. Your turn. Okay. The stage is yours.
I just wrote 5.
Yeah. Don't worry. That 5 is okay. You can say from 5 to 8.
I put switch off your phone when you are having a meal with some people.
Yep.
Never hang up suddenly an important call.
Yeah.
And respect other people's opinions. Try not to argue in public, and don't speak loudly in the street.
Yeah. Good. It's Javiera. Public. That's correct. The
Public.
pronunciation. Public. Public. Okay. Good. Thank you. And there is someone else that is missing. Your partner, please. Your turn. The only student, the only man here. Please. Do you have something, baby?
Yes.
Yeah. Share, please, your ideas with your partners.
Well, always try to help other people.
Yeah. Good.
Be honest with all your friends.
All right.
Don't copy in the text.
Yes. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Don't say insults in class.
Yes.
And the last one, don't get drunk in family parties.
All right. Good. Yeah, that's it. Very good. You did it very well. Congratulations to all of you. You did it very well. Okay, so this is, I think, the end of the unit, number 3. Nothing to do with what you see now, okay? So I'm going to, quit here. Yeah, and baby, I'm going to introduce the last part. I have some minutes, few minutes to tell you something that the next part of the contents that we are going to review. Well, then this is for Danilo's part. Yeah, and then my part is yeah. I'm going to be in charge of living a record. So living a record. This is unit number 4. For this unit, I'm just going to introduce something which is going to be important for you, right? Okay, so yeah. Matthias was here. I just saw him. Matthias,
What?
are you from
Yes.
Valparaiso?
No,
Where are you from?
I'm from Quilpue.
Ah, Quilpue. Okay. Matthias, can you share your ideas? And Krishna, I didn't see Krishna. Good, fantastic. We have more people. Okay. Can you share the last activity that we did with the rest of your partners?
I did.
Ah, you did it. Okay, thank you. And
Yes.
Krishna, hello. Krishna, where are you? La Krishna just put the photograph and then she left. Y se fue. Okay.
She's having some problems with her computer.
Or with the phone, maybe?
I don't know, but that's why she came late.
Yeah, or maybe with the phone, because when she cannot speak, is because she can listen, but she cannot speak.
Yes.
Well, let's see, ladies. Well, now we have, you see, let's see, another I'm going to introduce, the only thing that I'm going to do is to introduce the unit, right? The next unit, okay? But wait a minute, espérense un poquito, I'm going to, no sé qué me hizo acá, le di compartir. Wait a minute, no se puede, minimizar, ok. Thank you so much. Krishna, pasa, dice. Ok, Krishna. Wait a minute. Ya, vamos a ver. Wait a minute. Está escondido. Yo quiero ver si lo puedo sacar. Ahí, gracias. Thank you. Yeah. The next unit, babies, that we are going to check is unit 4. Está, unit 4, right? That is called Leaving a Record. So I'm just going to introduce it. And this unit is about historical places. So what I want you to tell me, if you can identify this historical building that I am showing. Can you identify this building that I'm showing you here? Do you know what this place is?
It's a Marines facility.
Yeah, okay. And where is it? Yes,
Is it in Plaza, in la Plaza del Paraíso?
Sotomayor? Sotomayor. Yeah. Yes, Javiera. Sotomayor Square. Yes, this is in Sotomayor Square. And this building is very old. Now it's the Zona Naval, right? It corresponds to the Armada, to the Army now, this place. But in the past, this place here, we used to have the, what do you call this? The Intendencia used to be here, but many years ago. This is very old, but it's a very, I think, as you see, it's a very beautiful building. It's one of the oldest buildings in Valparaiso, right? And many people, you know, try to visit this place. And we have others. This is considered a historical place, right? That we still have it there, and it's in, at least it looks in good conditions, right? It's not with drawings, and it's not dirty. It looks clean. Well, then I have another. This is another place that is considered a historical and important place in our region, Valparaiso region. Do you know what this place is? Can you identify this? No? Wow, this is very famous. Everybody, when tourists arrive in Valparaiso, you see guides usually take them to this place, which is in Florida, Cerro Florida, near Bellavista, in Valparaiso. Here, a famous writer, Nobel Prize, used to live here. A Nobel Prize.
Pablo Neruda house?
Yes, very good. This is Pablo Neruda's house. You can visit this house in Valparaiso. It's up the hill in Cerro, I told you, near Bellavista, right? And it's very easy to get here. It's not difficult. We can take the bus.
It's too expensive.
Sorry?
It's too expensive.
Yes. How much? I didn't know.
I don't know, like right now, I don't know, but some years ago it was like 7,000 pesos.
7,000?
Yes.
But
The only one time I went there, it was for free.
yeah, it was for free.
That
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah, because I went there like 2 years ago, because I received an American, you know, I mean, let's say she was a researcher, linguistic researcher, and I took him to this place, and I don't remember if we paid or if we received an invitation, I guess, to visit the house, and we did it, and that was the first time, you know, I stayed in this house. It's a very beautiful place. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's big. It has like 4 floors, right? And it has a very beautiful view to the ocean. I really loved it. I didn't know that it was so expensive, but do you know if there is an extra special price for students?
Yes, it's 2,500.
Yeah.
I'm ready. right now.
Okay, so 2000 and something, yes, okay. So that's much better because
Yes.
7,000 is a lot of money to pay.
But general entry is 7,000.
7,000, yeah, for anybody, right? For tourists, yeah. So that's expensive. It's not, I mean, cheap, right? Can you identify if this is considered another historical place? Do you know what this place is and where this place is? What's the name of this place and where this place is?
That's in Viña.
Yeah, good. That's in Viña. Okay. Where in Viña?
Ahí me pillo.
It's near what? Near a hotel, I guess. There is a hotel near.
El Sheraton.
Yeah, okay. It's near the Sheraton Hotel. And how do you call this place, which is very old?
The Wolf Castle?
Yeah, it's the Wolf Castle, right? The Wolf's Castle. Wolf Castle. I have never visited it, never. I would like to go one day, but maybe it's nice to stay there with the noise from the sea, from the ocean, especially at night, with the waves, the noise of the waves and tides. Well, nice place anyway. Yeah, this is in Viña del Mar. Yeah. Okay, and then I have another place. Yes.
Can it be visited like se puede ver de adentro?
Can you what? Javier, I didn't listen.
Se puede ver de adentro, o sea, se puede visitar por dentro, no sé cómo
Yes.
decirlo en inglés.
See, can I visit the castle inside? Yes, of course. If you go there, you can visit the place. So it means that you enter. I don't know. Maybe Danai, because Danai, did you work as a tourist guide?
No, I live in Valparaiso.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But do you have any idea if we have to pay to enter this castle?
No, I don't know, but I know that you can go inside in
You can go inside.
Día
Yeah.
del Patrimonio.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. It's a heritage. Yeah. It's a heritage, I mean, place, right? So maybe I really don't know, Javiera, if you have to pay, I mean, to enter, because maybe when we pay, it's because they need the money to maintain the place, right? To maintain it in good conditions. So maybe we have to pay something. I don't know. Maybe we have to find out. But you can enter. That's it. That's for sure. You can be inside, right? It's a nice place. You can go maybe, for example, when there is a holiday, you can go and visit this place. And then I like this one. I love these things. Do you know what this is? This is also in Valparaiso. So then I maybe can know this place. This is in Valparaiso. And
That's Cerro Victoria, or am I wrong?
yeah, you're wrong, but this is El Peral. This is El Peral.
I think it's close. It's near to Cerro Victoria.
Yeah, it's near, yes. It's near, Javiera, never takes two. Nunca lo uses con el to, el near. No usa el to. It's near Victoria Funicular, for example, right? It's near Valparaiso, I don't know what what we call this. It's near the law courts, cerca de la Casa Justicia, o de ¿cómo se llama esta cosa? Tribunales. It's near the law courts, right? Yeah, this is El Peral. I like this one because it's not very big and it's like very steep. Es como bien así, steep, parado. I like these things. It's very steep. It's interesting. It's maybe you can enjoy, going in places like this that you cannot find everywhere. It's difficult to find places like this in the world, right? So this is a funicular and it's called El Peral. It's not the oldest, but it's one of the oldest. Maybe the Victoria is the oldest, probably, right? Well, this is just for you to tell you that there are many places in Valparaiso, and in Viña, in the region. And I put this just because this place, maybe for your information, is very near the university. And I visited 2 years ago with a group of foreigners, a group of students coming from the United States. We stayed there and we went up and we stayed in this part up so we could see the ocean. Very beautiful, very beautiful. And this is very near. We went walking, just walking from the UPLA to this place. This is a lighthouse, and it's called, what's the name of this? Punta Angeles. That's the name. Yeah, that's the name of this lighthouse. It's very beautiful. You have a very beautiful view. You can go and visit the place, but you need permission. So I remember that I called, I made a call to the place here, and I asked for permission to visit the lighthouse with the students from the United States, and they said, okay, no problem, send me an email. So I sent an email, and they asked me the names of all the people, all the students. So I sent the name of all the students, and we visited. It was very, very good, and we stayed for an hour in that place. It's a very nice place, and the area that surrounds the lighthouse is very beautiful, right? Maybe you should go one day here. It's very near the UPLA. Okay, so these are maybe in next class you can tell me more places that are very important, famous places, the top places that some guides, suggest visiting them, right? As historical places. We have some churches in Valparaiso, in Cerro Alegre also, Cerro Concepcion. We have some old churches that are, part of, of our history. And they are considered, like some of them are like heritage sites, okay? Patrimonios culturales. Heritage sites. Sites means places, lugares. Okay, we stop here. Hasta aquí vamos a llegar. And next class, we are going to start with the unit number 4. And as a homework, como tarea, think about places in your city, the place where you live, donde ustedes viven. At least 3 places. Elijan 3 lugares, 3 places that you maybe you should think that we should visit because they are very important, very beautiful, they have history, etc. Okay? For next class, próxima clase, next class. So, have a nice weekend. Remember that, acuérdense que el viernes no hay clases porque lo hicieron sándwich, así nos dijeron ayer. So maybe you're going to receive an email, lo más probable, van a recibir un email. So, have a nice weekend and see you next class, and start checking unit living a record, that's number 4, to be ready for the next session. Okay, have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Acabo de escuchar que hay una mega, how do they call mega? Well, I don't remember the name. Mega.
Quarantine?
Eso, mega quarantine in Santiago till May the 29th, hasta el 29 de mayo. Oh, mega, that means, it means that all the people, all the inhabitants of Santiago City have to be in this, situation. Whatever.
Igual los cuicos arrancan para el litoral.
Don't allow them to come here. No hay que decir, you don't have to allow them to stay here, right? Because we are okay. We don't need more people in our city.
No.
Okay, baby. So enjoy, have fun in the way you can. Please rest. Okay. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye, baby. Okay.
Lávense las manitos, tomen agua, los quiero.
Drink water, wash your hands. Use the mask if you leave, if you go somewhere.
Bye.